Welcome to the Social Good Conferences, where we have conversations for social good. Today we'll be discussing the social good movement. And we have a creator with us today, an executive producer of the Aspen Meadow Foundation, who creates special cause events with his group of creative artists and musicians and entertainers. Luke has a long career as a 16 plus year Portland, Oregon school teacher, and he's been through many different experiences, so we're excited to have him on the show today. So, everybody, meet our speaker, Luke Gaynor.
Thank you, Kristen and Thomasino Media, for having us here today. My name is Luke Gaynor, and I'm the executive director currently of the Aspen Meadow Foundation. It's a great honor to be here today and share with you a little bit about who we are and what we do. For the last 16 years, I've been working in special education at the high school level in the inner city of Portland. And I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of different people, people from all over the world, which has been a great blessing. And now I'm transitioning into full-time work with the foundation. We work on a lot of different special causes, putting on events and raising money for organizations who are making a difference in the world. And again, I just want to thank Ms. Thomasino for having us here today and giving us the opportunity to share a little bit with you about who we are and what it is that we do. So as I said, I've worked for the last 16 years in special education, and this year I decided to transition to full-time work with the Aspen Meadow Foundation. And the reason I did is because the world needs the mission that we have. We provide world-class entertainment experience for the public free of charge. And we do that because we believe that people out in the world deserve a moment, a break, to be able to experience the uplifting message of just a great event and a great experience. And the purpose of that event, in addition to providing that opportunity to the public, is to shine a light on a nonprofit that's making a difference in our world. And what we do is we simply ask the public who's come out to enjoy that event to help support that nonprofit and their mission. And we don't take a cut off the top. We don't have a ticket cost that we, work to cover our end. We simply support that nonprofit making a difference in the world. So as an organization, there's sort of three things that we try to hold ourselves to that we think are the keys to our success. And the first one is to be committed to our mission. And again, our mission is to provide a world-class entertainment experience for our guests free of charge, shine a light on nonprofits who are making a difference in the world. And that's something that we believe 150%. And when you clearly define those values and that mission, what it is, it allows you to continue to drive your organization forward, because you're going to have a lot of people who are involved, a lot of people who are going to want to get involved. And if you're not completely clear and committed to that central thesis, it's easy to get lost in the weeds. And so that's what we do, is we stay very clearly defined on who it is that we are. So that way, every decision that we make comes out of that central thesis or idea. So the second thing that we do is you got to stay focused. And one of the things that we do underneath this key lesson or idea is that we're constantly reflecting on what it is that we did well and what it is that we need to continue to work on. And it seems like on the production side of things, when you're hosting and putting on events, there's always things that you're continuing to strive to improve, from the guest experience, from the background in terms of just the production, staging, lighting, band relationships, and all of those interpersonal dynamics. They all go into this idea of we have to continually be reflecting on who it is that we are, what it is that we're doing well, and what it is that we need to continue to improve. And then you've got to continue to then drive that mission forward by getting that information out to all the various players and parts so that the next event is even better than the one previous. So this last lesson is probably my favorite, and it's basically just the idea that no great thing is accomplished alone. If you've done the work on the front end to make sure that the first two lessons are in place, then the third one comes a lot easier, because the people that are a part of your team are going to know what the mission is. They're going to know that we are a team that continues to reflect and improve our practice. And that then drives an enthusiasm and an inspiration for the work. And that's an amazing experience. Being able to host an event where all of these people are coming together and experience this great gift, You're doing great work for a nonprofit, and you're providing a lot of resources to that mission. Is extremely inspiring on the team level. And so it's a wonderful thing to be able to share as an organization with a great group of people the love and the passion for that work. So, just one quick case study that sort of shines a light on what it is that we do is my favorite event of the year. Each summer in August, we do a car show. And the dream came out of my dad's heart, actually, which was to have a car show and bring a whole bunch of people out underneath the guise of we're having a car show, which is a wonderful, wonderful excuse to be able to bring a whole bunch of people onto our site, to be able to care for them in a way that no other car show venue does, and to be able to do great work for a nonprofit organization, in this case, Fort Kennedy. And they provide gap services for military men and women and veterans, which is an amazing mission to be able to help our veterans get back on their feet and to find and to gain a greater sense of purpose in their lives again. So this last summer, we had our event. There were 257 cars on site. There were roughly 1,500 people. First cars start arriving at about 5 in the morning. We feed them breakfast, we give them lunch, and then we also provide this world-class Broadway Grease theme style musical in the middle of the day. It has a full choreography, dancing numbers, a full band, and again, it's a story about a simpler time and a callback to that beautiful part of life where everything was about taking your best girl out on a Friday night in your classic car. So it was a great event. 1,500 people were blessed. We raised over $10,000 for Fort Kennedy and our military veterans. And I'm just really thankful that that is a huge part of who we are and what we do each and every single year. As we move forward into 2024, we're looking to take our foundation to the next level. And in order to continue to provide these world-class events that continue to increase in scope and size, we're going to need to connect with partner organizations and people that are willing to help make a financial commitment to our foundation. We want to be able to increase what we do, and like I said, our scope to be able to connect with more people, but we also want to be able to raise more money for our amazing partnership organizations, nonprofits who are making a big impact. And in order to do that, we need to be able to come together as a community and to continue to increase the reach of our particular foundation. It's a great blessing. We're completely 100% dedicating to continuing to connect historically divided communities, to continue to make a difference on that front as well. Again, you can find us at aspenmeadowband.com.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. So, what an amazing session. So exciting to hear Luke's lessons. I mean, who do you get to meet every day that's taught children for as long as he has and made such impacts in his community? This is an exciting new way, again, for people to learn about social good. And that's why we're excited to have Luke as a certified speaker for social good. So, Luke,
take on greater partnerships in 2024. So that way we can continue to see this idea of a selfless act being given to the community, sparking another. Because goodness is contagious, and we believe that that's something that needs to continue to move forward in our world.
I love it. This has been super exciting to be with you, and to hear, what your team is doing at Aspen Meadow Band and these exciting projects. It's like a whole other way of approaching, how you do community building and also providing entertainment, right? Charity and charity work, right, is super important for lots of groups, but you're also providing value, different value for the community. And I think that in this time where we have experienced such significant trauma, movements like yours absolutely fall into the social good movement because you're focused again on just bringing everybody together and creating such amazing wonders out there. So that's awesome. Thank you, Luke, for joining us, and thank you for sharing your thoughts on your top lessons in life and who you are and this impact that you've had, because I know that there are a lot of people out there that are going to be fascinated by your story and intrigued by this Aspen Meadow Band. And again, you can find them at www.aspenmeadowband.com. And there's going to be other contact information available on the Social Good Conferences website, where you can also connect with Luke and watch his session or share a session with others as well that you think would be interested. So thank you. Awesome.
Thank you for attending the Social Good Conferences. These have been Conversations for Social Good. They've been presented by Thomasino Media and Buddytown Consulting.